queries which are there. To talk to us all about that, Rajesh Agarwal, Head of Research of AUM Capital, along with Vaishali Parekh, Vice President, Technical Research of Prabhudas Liladhar, joins us on this show. So, welcome to the show. First of all, let me take the first query. And the first query, if you're looking at us from Suman, who's writing to us from Kolkata, it is about the Tata Motors passenger and commercial vehicle, which we just saw playing out, an hour before on what was happening. Now, he wants to understand whether he should sell Tata Motors and which one to sell specifically, the PV business or the commercial vehicle business that you're looking at. So, let me take this with you, Rajesh. Rajesh, what is your view on this one?
Good morning, Arushi. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Vaishali. As far as Tata Motors commercial vehicle business is concerned, we have expected a valuation of around 310 odd rupees, and since it's trading at 330 odd rupees, I think the near-term targets have been already met. If somebody is having a short-term view, he wants to sell, then one can consider selling at these prices. Otherwise, for a long-term horizon, we are quite bullish on both the verticals, be it passenger vehicles or commercial vehicles. So long-term investors can continue to hold, but for a short-term investor, I think 330 odd rupees is quite a reasonable price to sell.
Okay, good morning Rajesh and good morning Vaishali, good to speak to you again. Raju is calling us from Mysuru. He's the first caller for the day, and I believe the question is on Tata Elxsi. Raju, is that right? And good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Hi sir, good morning sir.
Good morning, please go ahead.
Sir, Tata Elxsi in correct level in buying opportunity in short term 3 months, sir.
Okay, and what is the short term definition that you have? 1 month, 3 months, 6 months?
3 months.
3 months, all right. Let me go across to Vaishali on the charts then. It's up about 3% in trade today. Is 5430 good level to add?
Very good morning, Alex, Rajesh, and yes, I think from this morning we are seeing good pickup coming in Tata Elxsi, technically very well placed. I think it has made a triple bottom at around 5200 levels, and right now I think it's on its road to recovery. So keeping 5200 as your support level, I think you should hold on. The first target resistance comes at 6000 levels. If we see the stock sustaining above that, I think we are ready for another target of 6500. So for now, the range is 5200 to 6000. And either ways, we see further targets there.
Okay.
Okay, well, so that's the outlook that we are seeing on Tata Elxsi for now. But with that, the second question, if we are seeing, is regarding the overall power sector. The viewer wants to understand whether for a 1 year time frame, is there upside that we could see in some of these names. Now, we just recently saw a lot of these companies coming out with its results that includes the likes of Torrent Power as well as Tata Power. So, Rajesh, let me take this up with you. What is your view on the space?
We are very bullish on the power sector as a whole, considering the fact that the power demand is constantly going up and the capacities are also being increased by some of the larger companies. The numbers have been pretty good. Somewhere the valuations are also good. Yesterday we have seen Torrent Power number coming that were fantastic to say the least. Some of the picks, if I have to choose in the entire sector, well, the first one would be Tata Power, of course, because of not only they are into conventional energy, but also on renewable energy side, they're expanding very well, has a huge capacity in the private sector. The second one would be the largest power play that is in the country is NTPC. And the third one, of course, would be CESC because of its valuation, whereas the other company, it's trading at a huge discount to its peer group companies. And it has a strong balance sheet doing very well. So I think these are some of the picks which one can have a look at and have a time horizon of at least 12 to 18 months to get a decent return from current market price.
Okay. All right. So a number of stocks that you can look at. By the way, Torrent Power also something that you should keep on your radar. Wonder, it was down at the start of trade and it continues to be down about 3% or so. Any comments here or would you stay away?
Alex, I would say it's a buying opportunity because we have seen the kind of numbers it has shown. It's just what you say, sell on news kind of thing. So the results have been fantastic. It has run up quite a lot in the recent past. So maybe somebody considering to buy can buy at around 1250 odd rupees if it corrects to those levels.
All right. Yeah, it was a decent set of numbers to say the very least. Let's take our next caller. We've got Mohan calling us from Bengaluru. Mohan, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Just bought this S-Bank shares at the 225 at the rate of 185.
Okay.
So it is I purchased it almost 2.5 years back.
Okay, okay. No, so you bought at, one sec, let me clarify. Have you bought at levels of 225 or did you buy at levels of 185?
No, number of shares bought is 185. I bought at 225.
Okay.
So I'm increasing a loss of around 37,000.
Yes.
So I expected that this will go, because it's almost more than 3 years now.
What is the question, sir?
I just want to know whether I should hold it or whether I should sell it, or what is the view on this S-Bank shares.
Okay. And you don't intend to sell it, or if the advice is you can hold for the long term, is that right?
Well, I can hold it for the long term.
Okay, because Rajesh, the point may be that he might have to hold for the very long term if he wants to recover his buy price. Is that right?
I totally agree with you, Alex. It has to be a very long period of time since the buying price is very high. But to add to that, I think the pain period is behind it. The numbers have been improving, and then the last few quarters we have seen asset quality is also improving. It's just a matter of time when it starts moving up. So I won't say that it would reach the gentleman's buying price, but yes, a decent upside from these levels is quite possible. And what I would say is, by any chance it corrects around 20 odd rupees, if he prefers, he can even add to his quantity so that the average price comes down.
Okay, so that's regarding Yes Bank that we are looking at. So that pertains to that. But coming to the next question, Mohit is writing to us from Ludhiana, and he has a question related to sale. He's bought about 500 shares at a price of around 104, and he's looking for a long-term outlook on this particular one, and that's for a 3-year period that we are seeing, currently making a profit of around 20,000. So Rajesh, let me come to you on this one. What is your view regarding this?
It's a huge capacity, I would say, the largest capacity in the country, doing very well. But the fact remains, it's a PSU, which has a whole lot of problems. I won't say that the sale is a bad company, but for a long-term horizon, like 3 years down the line, one can have a better stocks in the same sector. Maybe a Jindal Steel and Power or a JSW Steel would be a better choice.
Okay, all right. We've got our next caller. Gopi is calling us, and it's on a stock that I think might just have started a recovery. Can we pull up transformers and rectifiers? It is indeed back up about 6%. I remember dropped quite considerably on account of the World Bank debarment that was announced a couple of days back, and the stock took quite the plunge. And Gopi, very good morning to you, calling us from Tamil Nadu. Where in Tamil Nadu are you calling from, and how can we help you?
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Hi, Alex. Good morning.
Where are you calling us from, Gopi?
I'm calling from Coimbatore.
Coimbatore, okay. All right, and how can we help you today?
Like yesterday when Tarl hit the lower circuit, I bought 1,000 shares. I just want to know as it reaches bottom, because I saw Mr. Chansal's interview yesterday in NDTV.
Yes.
So everything is going to be perfect from next quarter. So margins, the revenue guidelines has been cut down, but still I see India's need for power is there for next 5 years, 10 years.
Right.
So have I bought it at the right level?
It's a good question, Gopi. Let me go across to Rajesh on this one. Rajesh, the management, as Gopi rightly pointed out, did speak to us in studio yesterday. They say that they are surprised and taken aback by the World Bank announcement on the debarment for those allegations of corruption. And they say that the implications for the business going forward are limited because they don't have international government contracts, and a large part of the business is domestic, India focused. So would you say that what Gopi did, which was to buy at the lower circuit yesterday, is a good strategy for the long term?
Yes, of course, I would say buy when there is blood on the streets. That's the carry. So he has done a very right thing. Normally investors, what they do is when it's falling, nobody buys. But this was the right strategy. And as Gopi said, that power demand is going to be there for the next 5-10 years. And I totally concur to that idea, which I have spoken just now to in our question on power stocks. So I think this was the right strategy going forward too. This company can give at least 15 to 18% kind of return in the next 1 year. The order book has got, yes, there were negative news, and I don't know how far that will pan out. But valuation at this point of time, I think, had discounted everything. So one can even add if it corrects for some more time.
Okay, so that is Tarrell for you. Do note that it's about 30% of a downtick is what we saw in the previous session, but some bit of recovery there on ground. But with that, let me go to the next caller, and it's Ramesh calling to us from Hyderabad. Hi Ramesh, how can we help you today?
Yeah, hi, good morning. So I have one query on the HFCL actually. I brought at 3,000 shares at 70 rupees. So this is my long-term view, and how about the sector-wise? I wanted to know about this HFCL also.
How long have you been holding this?
Yeah, I've been holding for from 3 months only.
Okay, let me go across to Rajesh then. Rajesh, your long-term view on the stock?
So we're not that kind of bullish on this stock. There have been news of some big corporate house that had a stake in that. Yesterday there were news of some mutual fund taking stake. But still, I think at these levels, these valuations, all the positives have been discounted. It's been prudent to book around 80, 82 odd rupees and reconsider when it falls. Otherwise, at 80, 82 odd rupees, I would say book profit.
All right, so that's the view on HFCL. You know, okay, Grow listing it at a significant premium, currently 24% higher than the issue price. Let us know in the comment section or on WhatsApp whether you managed to get allocation and whether you're holding on or whether you're booking out some of those listing gains. Rajesh Agarwal as well as Vaishali Parekh still with us. Guys, thanks so much for your patience, and indeed to our viewers who've been waiting by to get their questions answered. Thank you for your patience. We'll jump straight back into it. TTK Prestige is the name of the counter we're talking about, and Sunny is asking this question, writing in from Karnataka. Bought at levels of 683. Short to medium term outlook is being sought. Very close to the current market price, 664, but it's trading below the buy price. Vaishali, what's the view on the charts?
Well, so long-term consolidation in the stock. Keep a stop loss of 630, and once you see the stock moving above 700, you can expect a target of 750 to 800. So short-term view would be that.
Okay, so the next query is from Satish, who's writing to us from Bangalore. He has about 300 shares of Reliance Industries at the price of 1,150. So flattish moves is what we are looking at, considering that. We just want to understand on the future growth prospects, whether he can continue to hold for a few years. Rajesh, your view?
It's a buy from a side if somebody is looking for a time horizon of few years. Short term, nobody can say because it's a high momentum stock in FNO and all those things. So there may be 10, 15 rupees up, 10, 15 rupees down. That's a different story. But all the divisions are doing well. OTC business have been doing well. The margins have been expanding. Lower crude price has been a very helpful thing. Retail, they have 19,000 plus odd stores. Geo, they are one of the major players in that. And the issue, as the management has said, that it would be there in the first half of 2026. Everything is positive, and these value unlocking would be a great value changer. I think it's a strong buy from our side. If not in a lump sum, one can go for SIP move.
Okay, SIP on RIL is being talked about. Of course, the stock is up about 18%. Quite a bit of those gains, in fact, over the last month and a half or so. Let's talk about Interglobe Aviation. And this is an interesting question coming in from Sagar. Rajesh, this is an interesting one because he's been holding from sub 1,000 levels, and so it's a 5-bagger or more than 5-bagger, close to 6-bagger for him. He's making gains of 2.8 crore. The question that he has is twofold. One, with the oversupply currently in the oil market globally and OPEC Plus adding to production, is it likely that crude oil prices will likely remain in that $60 to $65 per barrel mark? And because you have 40 to 50% of costs for an airline company in India coming from fuel, will that be a positive tailwind for the company? And two, what are the what implications of the long-haul flights to places like Europe or various other places where already there is stiff competition? Can Indigo benefit from that and add to its revenue and possibly its profit share as well?
See, taking one by one, I think crude price is going to languish in these rates, unless of course, some geopolitical tension, which are already there, flare-ups significantly. So I don't find any reason to believe that crude is going to move to 3 digits anytime soon. So unless that happens, I think the companies which are crude dependent are on a safe ground. As far as Interglobe is concerned, I think, yes, they have almost monopoly, I would say, if not monopoly, because they're the largest market share in the country and doing very well. And this crude price is going to help. Secondly, the kind of travel boom which we have been witnessing after COVID is helping the entire hospitality sector as a whole. And Globe being the largest player is doing well. Although the numbers have been subdued in this quarter, I think going forward the numbers will be good. The second part of the question was long haul flights from for international stations. I think that is a tough one because there is a huge competition and the quality and other things of the international players are too good to match for Indigo at this point of time. So I think that would be a little negative on this in the short term, of course. But for a longer term horizon, that may turn out to be a positive. But at this point of time, I think one can continue to hold. If somebody wants to play on a safer side, like the gentleman is sitting on a huge profit, what he can do is sell a part of it so that his investments become zero and it can continue to hold.
Okay, so hold is what we'll continue to see for Interglobe Aviations. Once again, congratulations, Sagar, for that big profit that you're making. But the next caller that we have is Gautam, who's calling to us from Delhi. Hi, Gautam. How can we help you today?
Hi. Well, the question is regarding DAM Capital Advisors. Initially, I was allotted with an retail IPO lot in this. The price was around for 283, then the stock made it to a high of 450 or something, gave a stellar return. Then it started going down, and then I have raised a bit. Now my total count stands at 100 shares at the price of 280.
Right.
Now this quarter result was excellent at all metrics, but still the stock keeps going down. Now I'd like to know the long-term view on this.
Okay, let me go across to Rajesh on that note. Rajesh, it's just a 1 year period that we've seen since the stock has been listed. Since then, it's not done particularly well in terms of how the stock performance is concerned. But overall, if we look at the numbers that have been on the healthier side, what is your view regarding this?
Yeah, as far as the company is concerned, I think it's going to do well because the kind of flood of IPO, I would say, we are witnessing in our country is tremendous. Even in this week, there were 7 new IPOs. Every week, there are 7, 8, 10 IPOs. That's going to help companies like DAM Capital. So at least for the next 6 months or 2-3 quarters, I think the numbers are going to be good on the back of these. Otherwise, also the company is doing well. On the market cap front, it has not done anything in the recent past because of the high listing which it did when it got listed, and now it's consolidating at these spaces. But for a long-term horizon, I think 280 would be a decent target to hold for the next 1 year.
Okay. All right. We've got our last call of the day. Kiran is calling us from Hyderabad. Kiran, thanks so much for calling. How can we help you today?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So my query is regarding PG Electroplast. Sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have purchased 305 shares at 529 rupees.
Okay.
I would like to hold it for the short term, sir. So what sort of targets could I expect? Is it a good entry point or should I shift to some other stock is my query, sir?
3 months or 6 months or 9 months or 1 month?
3 months, sir.
3 months. Okay. Vaishali, on the charts then, 3 month view, 532 is the current market price, very close to the buy price. What would you do?
I would say the stock shows signs of recovery. So I would say keep a stop loss of 500 and let the stock move above 580 levels. That could give you a target of 650 to 700. So for now, it's a hold with a stop loss of 500.
Okay. All right. It is time now for the rapid fire round. This is where we try and fit as many questions as possible over the course of 2 minutes. The first one, 3 minutes. So we're taking 3 minute rapid fire. All right, let's do BHEL. Varalakshmi is asking about this. Bottom levels of 241. Short-term view is being sought. So Vaishali, on the charts, 286 is the current market price. Would you hold or sell?
Book profit at 292. That is the near-term short's resistance.
Okay, next question is from Santosh. He's asking about Transrail Lighting, whether he should continue to hold for a long term. Rajesh, your view?
It's an ad from our side at this point of time.
Okay, Just Dial, bottom levels of 860 rupees. Would you hold on to this or would you sell? What's the views, Rajesh?
Book profit.
Okay, Pratap is asking regarding Baroque Engineering. He has about 165 shares at the levels of 638. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold. Vaishali, your view?
So I would say hold for higher targets.
Okay, Finolex Industries posted numbers not too long back. Ashok Pai wants to know whether to buy for a period of 1 year. It is a bit of a turnaround. Finolex Industries. Rajesh, what's the view?
Buy.
Okay, Krishna Kumar has about 400 shares of Oswal Pumps at the price of 771. And if you let's just take the current price in picture, it's seen a bit of a dip is what we are looking at. Vaishali wants to understand your view of whether to hold or sell this one.
Sell.
Okay, Satvik Energy border levels of 467. Do you have enough data for a short-term view, Vaishali? Naresh wants to know whether to hold or exit.
Sorry, I don't have this.
Oh, Rajesh, what's the view on Satvik Energy? Would you hold?
Exit.
Exit.
Okay, Vinod has 200 shares of Ease My Trip. The price is continually falling for this particular counter. Wants to understand whether he should sell this one. Rajesh, your view?
Exit.
Okay, Grow. If you got an allotment in the IPO, Rajesh, would you book at 22-23% upside?
So I will book around 140.
Okay.
Okay, the next question is from Prakash. He has a query regarding Karnataka Bank. He's bought about 40 shares at the price of 179. Wants to understand whether he should add more or continue to hold for a long term. Rajesh, your view?
Add.
Natco Pharma, the current market price, if you hold for 6 months, does it make sense to buy? Vaishali on the charts, 809.
809, yes, I think continue holding.
Okay, Pradeep has 500 shares of Parag Milk Foods at the price of 220. Wants to understand whether he should book profit or continue to hold for a long term on this one. Rajesh, your view?
Book profit.
Hind Copper gained considerably yesterday but losing a little bit of ground today. Jaya wants to know if you bought at levels of 250 rupees, would you book profits right now? Vaishali, what's the view?
Hold for higher targets.
Okay, Krishna is holding shares of Acme Solar, which is down about 9%. Wants to understand the short-term outlook on this. Vaishali, your view?
Sorry, which stock? Acme.
Yeah.
Okay, Fortis Health, bought at levels of... Sorry. Okay, what is the view?
Acme Solar, I think hold with a stop loss of 245.
Okay, unfortunately, we don't have time for more questions, but we've tried to take as many as possible. Rajesh, Vaishali, thanks so much for taking the time. Always a pleasure speaking with you. And viewers, we had a lot of breaking news over the course of the last 1 hour, and so we couldn't fit as many questions that we would have liked to. But hopefully what we've discussed on the show has benefited you in any case. From Anushi and myself and the team that put the show together, thank you so much for watching. This is